Alright, what's going on, guys? So today we're looking at the Trauma Pak Pro from Adventure Medical Kits, or AMK. So this is actually going to be a great little universal kit for a fairly cheap price. I think I got these for somewhere around 45 bucks. Don't quote me on that price. That was actually about 2 years ago, so they may have changed since then. Now, what this is really good for is it gets you a lot of the bare basics for stopping traumatic bleeding if something does happen that you do need fairly significant medical equipment. Now, one thing you need to notice right off the bat is it is on a belt. This is actually the shoulder strap off of my range bag, which is going to be the 511 range ready bag, which you can also see a review on the channel as well. Now, the reason I didn't pull that off because while it does have the belt loops in the back, they are fairly tight to the plastic clips, and they can be a complete pain to get on and off. But fortunately, that's a one-time thing that you have to worry about. So, when you take a look inside, it's actually got a decent amount in such a small package. So in the bottom section, this is where a lot of the blood stopping gear is going to be. The first thing is going to be the SWAT T tourniquet, which is actually a very controversial tourniquet to some people. A lot of people will say they don't like the SWAT tourniquets for the simple fact that they don't have a windlass and they're less combat proven. But at the end of the day, they actually do work very well when they've been used. And frankly, you can't beat them for the size and price. They work well, and while they don't have a windlass to them, the elastic material does work well when it's used properly. Now, people also have complained that it's not going to be good for self-application. There are videos you can see out there for how to do it and tips and techniques for that. So if you are going this route, it is definitely worth looking into those as well before you start carrying this. Next up, we do have the Quick Clot Sponge, which again, this one is again geared towards more of the lacerations rather than gunshot wounds. So this is going to be great if you're looking for something for large slices, things like that. Now, a lot of guys will complain that this is not geared towards the Z-Pack gauze, which is going to be better for deeper wounds, so you can actually pack that wound tight. So that's going to be the main two things in the bottom section. That's really geared towards the stopping traumatic bleeding as quick as you possibly can. And then in the top section, we have a lot of the other basic stuff here. So you do have some basic information as far as how to use the equipment, things like that, followed by the a 5x9 combination pad. So a lot of good gauze mixed in there. And then you have some of the basic stuff. So you do have some, I don't even know how to pronounce that, but it's the antiseptic ointment mixed in there, along with a pair of gloves, biohazard markings for the bio bag, and then finally some duct tape. Now, like I said before, this is not geared to be a Iraq level IFAK. So this is going to be good for someone who is looking for a basic kit. They don't want to have to worry about advanced training to use it, and that they have the basics they need in the event they need them. So it's very compact. You could easily put this on a belt, and it's not going to be much larger than a fairly beefy cell phone. Now, with that said, I've actually heard of many police departments actually issuing this to their officers, and as you start to go around more and more cities, you'll start seeing this exact pack on various police officers' belts. And because the reason is, having something is going to be better than nothing. And while it would be great to carry a full-out IFAK that has things like chest seals, has the Z-fold gauze, has a soft T tourniquet or a cat T, this is going to be something small enough that people are going to carry it. And at the end of the day, that's going to be a lot better than having nothing. Because it kind of goes back to that old theory of having something on you is better than having the best somewhere else. So at the end of the day, this is perfect for a lot of people's range bags or hiking kits, things like that, that you want to have something for traumatic bleeding, not so much for the boo-boo kits, doesn't have band-aids, doesn't have the little stuff like that. But if you want something that's quality made, has a lot of the basic stuffs for a simple trauma kit, this is a great way to go for a cheap price and a very compact package that can fit in pretty much any situation you would want it to be in. As always, guys, if you have any questions, put them in the comments section below, and please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good one.